the word annuity can be so two-sided, right? Because everyone out there is always has this big topic in mind when they hear the word annuity as, oh, lack of growth, or it's got some, fees on it that you don't want, or it doesn't get up there, or it'll never keep up with the market. It's just going to hold you down. If you're in it, you're stuck forever. Well, I'm here to tell you that the the annuity word is meant for specific things. It's not, and if those people out there that have those feelings about it were just either sold the wrong way, or they put the annuity in for something they didn't need, right? So that's why in the term of the annuity, it's such a hard really a prospect to understand, because it's a mathematical formula, and these actuaries come up with these products to really benefit one side of the equation. And what that means is whether you're looking for growth, right, with security, or whether you're looking for income, right? These two sides are mainly one specific reason of why you are buying an annuity. And I think everyone gets misinterpreted with annuities are just for one thing, right? And that's what messes with people's minds, and it kind of gets them off track. Again, if you're out there and you're actually looking into these things, and you're wondering, hey, what are even the benefits of them, right? What's good about them, or should I buy one, right? That's when you need to sit down with us. We'll go over the benefits of them, and we'll sit down with you and we'll actually understand these things to a full, because they are complicated. Now, a few key things that I think that if you're out there and you're thinking, hey, is an annuity going to work for me? Okay. Number one, do you want a stream of income that can never run out? Okay. Annuities can give that. That is one of I will say that's how they shine, right? Guaranteeing income without a loss. That is super, super, super important, right? Never being able to outlive your money, right? That is one of the biggest problems I think out there right now is people are taking money out of their portfolios and they're realizing that they're going to run dry soon. Okay. The annuity prevents you from running dry. The other way is gaining gains, right? Getting market linked gains or interest gains without risk. Okay. Those two things are that I believe the main two prospects of why you would go into an annuity. Not for, hey, I'm going to hold it for my healthcare down the road, or not for, hey, let me get growth and income on this product. And they don't, sad to say, they don't work like that. Okay. You're either going for one specific reason or another. Now, the same time of things, right? They're mainly used for retirement. So again, if you're out there and you're thinking to yourself, hey, I'm 50, 55, or I'm 60, I don't need an annuity. No, that's when annuities play a big role, is when you get to that retirement age or pre-retirement age. Now, the statistics out there show that the majority of retirees benefit from an annuity, whether it's an income or whether it's a growth. Okay. And these benefits you different ways, but why they get so caught up in this is because there's so many of them and there's so many companies that sell them. And if you think about it, why do all these companies sell them? Because they know that there's a need in the market. They know that there's retirees that have a need for the annuity in the market. And what happens is people get sold the wrong product and they end up not, getting in the right one. So when people say, well, are they good or bad? They can be both. They can make or break your portfolio. Again, the annuity in general can make or break your entire retirement portfolio. And that's why it's so important to come in and meet us and sit down. First of all, if you have an annuity, you need to sit down and go over it. Understand if there's anything better. Okay. If you're in the best one possible for your goals and needs, or if you're looking for one, or if you just want to see if it fits your portfolio. Okay. That's why you come sit down with us. We'll go over it. We'll get you to understand the actual concepts of it and see if it even fits your portfolio to where maybe it can give you a better income or maybe a better growth without risk. Give us a call and sit down with us at 850-565-1705. Again, that's 850-565-1705.
David, you got a lot of energy today, man. Good start here on the show.
Lots of energy, man.
Lots of energy. So
it's because of that word, the annuity, man.
The annuity, it gets you fired up. I mean, it's, we run into annuities all the time, and people listening that have an annuity or thinking about buying an annuity, maybe they went to a seminar, I mean, there's a lot of people in our area that are pushing annuities. The banks are selling them. Now brokers are looking at them. And I think, you hit the nail on the head when you're talking about where do they shine. You got to start with the income. We talk a lot about income on this show, and income, when you're building your retirement pipeline, we always say it starts with income. So if you're looking at income, whether you're looking at income now, you're looking at a few years from now, or when you have to take RMDs, you really need to take a hard look at these annuities to give you that guaranteed income. And to me, a guaranteed income you cannot live is probably the most important thing an annuity can do for somebody. There's several other things, but the guaranteed income for life that you cannot live, there's no other vehicle that does that. And there's no risk. It's peace of mind in retirement, and I like what you said too. The other one you mentioned was growth without risk. I mean, we've got some strange things going on. We got a war with Iran. We've got, oil prices all over the place. The market's bouncing. Who wants to go into retirement worried about what they've accumulated and what they've saved in their 401k or TSP? Now, oh, I'm going to keep it in the market and it could drop 10 or 15% over the next 3 or 4 months. Nobody wants that. We can secure some growth without risk. Very good growth. It's not muted growth. It's a very good growth. If the market does well, you do well. If it goes down, you don't lose. So I think if you're looking at the two parts of retirement that annuity can fit, is definitely, if you're considering income or looking at income down the road, that's got to be number one. The next one is if you want some good growth, better than the banks. The bank interest rates are dropping every day. They're going to keep continuing to drop. And, people are trying to run to the bank for security. You can look at these other type of annuities that have safety, no risk, and good growth opportunities. So that's the two pieces, like you said, that I would focus on when we meet with somebody. When you come in and meet with us and we sit down with you and you say, hey, does this annuity work? And we'll talk about that later on the show, which type of annuity you need. But I really think the way they shine is with growth without risk, guaranteed income for life that you cannot live.
And if you like that video, be sure to click the subscribe button and hit the notifications bell for weekly content just like this. And for more, click the video on your screen.